Hey guys, welcome back to the last episode of Cooking Chronicles. Unfortunately, we're breaking up. Just kidding. It's at the end of the semester, and this is our final podcast episode. And today we will be giving you cooking tips that you may not know and are not really talked about, but are from chefs themselves on the great platform of Reddit. So to start off, of course, what was everyone's favorite meal or recipe that they have had this past week?
So I actually have two this time, which is kind of rare because usually I'm like trying to figure out what I want to say in these. But there's two restaurants in Atlanta. One's called Antico's and one's called Yumbi or Yumbi. I don't know really how to say it. But one's a pizza place and it is to die for. It's so good.
Oh, really?
It is a little expensive, but usually you just like share a big pizza with everybody.
Okay.
And they bring it out, like they cook it in front of you sort of, like you're in the same room as the chefs. And yeah, that place is really good. But the other one is like a wing place and they have the best wings. Like I don't even like wings, but that place in specific, it's so spicy.
Wow, why do you not like wings?
It's just like so messy. Like if I'm gonna do it, I gotta be committed to it, and I just hate getting my hands dirty like that. And we went after church, so it was like I'm dressed nice, but I got this freaking sauce on my hands.
So you must not like seafood oil?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
No? Yeah, it's even messier, I think. I would say.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the messy, but
Yeah.
it does
Wings is
taste good.
Like the big, like the controversial question people always say is like, oh, like would you eat wings on a first date? It's like that's so messy.
If I don't like it in general, probably not on the first date.
No, yeah, they are so messy. I love wings though. Wings are like my favorite food.
Yeah, they did taste really good.
That was probably my favorite meal from last week. I had some wings.
Yeah.
Hot honey garlic was the flavor. It was really good.
Ours was honey sriracha. So.
Oh, I love me some spicy and spicy sweet flavors. I feel like they just go so well together.
So yeah, that was mine.
What was your favorite meal?
I also had wings. Wingstop. I had it was the garlic parmesan and this really spicy one. I think it's called like nuclear or like inferno. I ate one of them. I had to throw away the rest. It was like too hot to like enjoy.
Yeah. I had Wingstop this past week too. I had a lot of wings this past week. I will not lie. I had wings I think twice. But the Wingstop was boneless wings. But I got like the Cajun rub or whatever. And when I tell you, it was like so good. They put like the seasoning on it. It was good. But it was like red. I was like, oh my gosh, red 40. Yeah. My favorite meal was the wings. Just all the wings.
Yeah.
You guys almost made me forget like what my favorite meal was last night because I also had wings last night.
You were about to be like wings.
Yeah, but I got my wings from teriyaki box. It wasn't like too special. It's just the basic fried teriyaki wings with rice. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I also had Southeast New Year's this week, and they had like a bunch of food vendors at the place I went to, and a bunch of like Asian street food there, so I like that too.
That sounds good.
Where was this at?
Do you know there's like a temple near the airport that my family goes to for it?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I think it's in Riverdale.
Mm-hmm.
How often do they have that event?
But the New Year's is once a year.
Oh, I missed that part. Once a year then.
It lasts for like
He
3
said
or
it's
4
New
days.
Year's, so it's once a year.
Context, please.
Oh man. Yeah. I finally tried mellow mushroom.
It's
It was
good,
really
I'm
good.
telling you.
I got the pretzel bites with the cheese or whatever.
Okay, those are good, yes, but the
What pizza did
cheesy
you
bread is better. I'm telling you.
Really?
That's what
I
you
was thinking
gotta
about the
get.
cheese. I was between the cheesy bread and the pretzel
Yeah,
bites.
usually my family just gets both because we can't decide. So
Oh my gosh. I got
they're both good.
I got half and half. I got half of the great white and then half of buffalo chicken.
Okay.
Which is like two completely different flavors.
Yeah.
But it was good. They were good. Yeah. So since it's the final podcast episode, obviously I would like to think, have learned a lot during this podcast, during this Cooking Chronicle journey. But does anyone have any tips, tricks, techniques, or anything that they have learned during the course of our Cooking Chronicles? Our main cooks aren't even. Our main cooks aren't really here to explain that.
I wanted to like the names of like what I'm doing. Like when I am cooking, like I just do what they tell me to, but I didn't know there were like specific names for each of them.
Yeah.
Like when you put like the thing into cold water. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I definitely learned a lot more about techniques and stuff. I want to learn more about like how to actually do it though, because I feel like I still struggle with that. I did that trick. I think this was on like the 4th podcast episode or something, but I think I said a trick to put your onion in the fridge before you cut it, so that it doesn't burn your eyes as much. And I tried that and it actually worked. Like I hate cutting onions because my eyes, I'm literally so sensitive. Like even when someone else is cutting onions, if it's even remotely in the air, I'll be like 2 rooms away and my eyes will still water.
Really?
But like but I put it in the fridge and I cut it and it was fine. My eyes were fine.
Nice.
I was like, wow, that was a useful tip to learn.
I don't think my eyes ever watered from cutting onions.
Really? You got eyes of steel, man.
I've never cut onions.
Look straight.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'd be struggling. I literally I will literally be so far away from the kitchen and I'll be like, is someone cutting onions? Tear rolling down my eye. It's so bad. Yeah. Anyways, so for this final podcast episode, we're going to be going over some uncommon cooking tips from Reddit to leave you with, so that you can come back and continue to go on your cooking journey, learning whatever you got to learn. So we're getting this from a BuzzFeed article, but that BuzzFeed article derived a lot of this from a Reddit thread, and it's chefs revealing their #1 most useful cooking tip. And yeah.
Alright, so for number 1, it's master cooking techniques rather than mastering specific recipes. For me, I kind of have a hard problem doing this because I usually make the same thing over and over, but that it would definitely help you to branch out and take the things that you've learned from other places and use them on other recipes.
Excuse me. I've heard that helps like you cook different things in general, because I feel like it's easy to get used to like, oh, this is the recipe that I cook.
Yeah.
This is the one thing that I'm cooking. But then like if you learn the technique of like how to fry chicken, you can make a whole bunch of different types of fried chicken.
Yeah, right.
But if you only learn how to make chicken parmesan, do you fry chicken and chicken parmesan?
I think it's grilled. Wait. Hold on.
I don't know.
No.
Whatever
It is
specific dish that you fried chicken.
We don't fry it.
Isn't it?
No.
Boil it.
It's
What am I thinking
Is
of?
it oven
The one
baked?
with the red sauce on it. That is fried.
Chicken parmesan.
I'm pretty sure.
I might be.
Yeah,
We'll have to look it
No.
up. I think I'm right.
Isn't chicken parmesan fried first
It's
and then
fried
oven baked?
and then
I'm thinking of something else. My bad.
Hold on.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
it's
let's
not
look it up.
grilled. I know
Is
it's not
chicken
grilled.
parmesan? Whoa, I can't type. Where are you looking at? Oh, I have no internet.
Yeah, it is fried.
Okay,
Thought so.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, my bad.
Okay, so yes, if you learn how to make chicken parmesan, you'll only know how to make chicken parmesan. But if you learn how to actually fry the chicken, then you can fry the chicken. Yeah.
For the second quote, or the second tip, it is, when it comes to ingredients, less is often more. And the quote that is from the Reddit is by user Danioy, and their quote is, something with 3 or 4 ingredients that goes really well together is better than something with 12 ingredients that clashes with each other. I do agree with this, and also there's less cleanup if you have less ingredients.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I made a dish the other day that so I've been trying new recipes, and I feel like when I try new recipes, I'll have some recipes that'll be like, oh, you just need like these 3 things, and I'll be like, that's sus, because is it even gonna taste good? Sometimes it will. Like sometimes it'll be like, oh my gosh, like yeah, that's all you need. I will say though, there are some recipes that I'll be like, the 3 ingredients
Gotta have
it.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like maybe you can like add 1 or 2 things here and there to like just spice it up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. Another tip is that although salt gets the most attention, acid is actually just as important. So from the Reddit thread, user Food and Whining said, if there's one aha moment I've had in the past 20 years of cooking, it's that when salt isn't helping a dish, what's missing is acid. Lemon juice, vinegar, or citric acid, if you have some, transform a dish in a surprising way.
Lime.
Lime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. Because I was thinking, well, the other day I made this pasta sauce. That's what it is. I made this pasta thing the other day that, like, it had, like, 3 ingredients. And I think it was, like, tomato paste and, like, chicken stock and, like, something else. And when I was making that, I was like, no way this is going to have, like, flavor. Like,
Right.
And then I was trying the sauce, and I was like, it's missing a tanginess. And I didn't know what to add. I feel like that probably would have added some tanginess to it in a good way. Vinegar.
For the fourth one, finish savory sauces with vinegar. And this is a quote from Ceranic. For sauces and gravies, a splash of apple cider vinegar gives a lot of complexity to an otherwise simple sauce. I don't know if this is like a Filipino thing or if it's like my grandma's the only person that does it, but she uses vinegar, like straight up vinegar, as a sauce. And you know what she dips in it?
What?
She eats her apples with it.
Wait. What kind of vinegar? Like white vinegar or like?
I just
apple
know
cider?
it's a type of vinegar that just smell like it's. I'm not saying it's smelly, but like you can smell it from like a distance. It's that type of vinegar.
Is it apple cider? Is it like yellow?
It might be. I never touched it.
I was like,
because
apple
never-
cider
I-
would maybe make sense.
I don't know, but like when she starts eating her oranges with it, no, that's a little bit
That's
different.
You guys eating like fruit with like salt?
Yes.
I
Yes.
love it. Or like tahini.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, I was like, I'm Hispanic. I put tahini on everything. You get watermelon, put tahini on it. Mango. Oof. I just had that last week actually. I went to a flea market and they had like the cut up fruit. Have you guys ever had like prepared mango? Like Hispanic prepared mango?
Considering I just tried mango like last week.
Oh, no way!
We did it
Really?
on the live. Yep.
Oh.
It's kind of bad. Not gonna lie.
Okay,
That was the
you
first
ate,
not
okay.
good
The mangoes that she brought was the crispy kind. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't like it.
They were not good.
But you
Were
should.
they green? Or like,
No,
They were
were
yellow.
They were the yellowish.
okay.
The sour
Yeah.
one or the
Yeah,
sweet
like the
one?
sour one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. I can see what.
Yeah, they were nasty.
You'll
not.
like actual like.
Yeah, but
mangoes,
that's
you
like
know?
sour hard mango, but then there's also really soft sweet mango.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be more sweet than it was.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, there's some sweet mango. Oh my gosh, when I was a baby, I literally used to eat like mangoes whole with the skin and everything. It was the best.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm so serious. I used to like wipe it in my hair too. I love mango. Anyway, so Hispanic prepared mango is like I don't know what it's called. We call it mango preparado, but it's like literally like it's cut up mango. It's like slices of mango. It's like your sweet mango. But some people do use the sour one, and then you just put like this thing called chamoy, which is like a I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like a sauce, and then you add tahini and stuff in it, and sometimes people put like salt and stuff, or like I had never tried that until recently, but before that I used to just eat my mangoes with salt. It was really good. Yeah.
All right. So for our next tip is don't be afraid of seasoning, and when you are seasoning, make sure that you do it aggressively, as most of it kind of gets cooked out anyways, so you need to overcompensate for the amount that you're using. And we have a quote here from KK Alonic, I guess that's how you say that, is if you're cooking with chicken or pork, season aggressively. Both meats are wonderful seasoning sponges. Find a regional spice map or guide and start combining flavors.
A regional spice map.
I
What
don't
is
really- I
that?
don't really know what that means, but
That's interesting. Let me look. Oh, never mind. I don't have internet. Can you look up?
Yeah.
Regional spice map.
You know, like certain spices that goes together, like they're all in like
that would
one
make
region.
sense. Yeah.
That would make sense. I need to look what that is later because I do not know what
Yeah,
spices.
and maybe some spices are better with certain meats, maybe. Not really sure.
I feel like that's amazing for chefs for real. Like I admire that. I wish I could do that. They'd be like this seasoning with this seasoning.
they just
It's missing
know.
this. Yeah, they just know. I want to just know.
Right.
I want to have a chicken in front of me and be like, I know what kind of chicken I want today, and just perfectly season it. One day we'll get there.
I'm not gonna lie. I was so hungry one night. I
Mhm.
cooked a steak and forgot to season it,
Oh.
and I didn't realize until I started eating it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck, I'll just eat the rest of it."
He's like, can't let this
That's
food
horrible.
waste. That's funny.
Oh, did you find it? The map?
Okay, they started showing me like an actual like
Math?
Oh,
map,
Map
like
of
where
the
spices
world,
come
where to
from.
find
Okay, so maybe it is what you're talking about, like from different regions.
Yeah,
But I feel like some people mix and match, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't know, to be honest. I won't lie to you.
Okay, the next tip is remembering that food continues to cook even when it's off the heat. And I think a good example of this is whenever my mom makes pho, she not raw, but she cooks the meat in the boiling water, and then when she put it into my bowl, it's still red.
Yeah.
But by the time it gets to the table, it's all the way cooked, because of how hot it is already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the quote is from Cranky Chef, and their quote is, "Heat will remain in your food after turning off the stove, and it will continue to cook, so pay attention to your timing. For example, when you want to add cheese to your omelet, cheese should melt in a plate with heat of... What? Cheese should melt in a plate with heat of the eggs, otherwise you will have an overdried omelet. Same thing with overcooked pasta."
I'm not gonna lie, I experienced this like myself like several times, but I never understood like the whole concept of it. Because every time I cook bacon, I always overcook it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well, I
always
like
burnt.
overcooked anyways, so that's the best way to do it.
He's like, cook bacon for me. No, when I was reading this, I was literally like, oh my gosh, that's literally something just clicked in my brain, because I was like, yeah, my eggs are overcooked. Like
Mhm.
as soon as I thought about it, I was like, yeah, because I feel like sometimes I'll be like, it still looks a little liquidy. I gotta cook it a little bit more, and then by the point that I finish turning the stove off, I'm like, it looks dried up and it's like shriveled. There's like nothing, no flavor. No, it's not no flavor. But I'm just saying, yeah, overcooking. Another tip is to not serve hot food on cold plates. So Ordinary Panda from Reddit says, heat your plates before serving. Cold plates leach the heat right out of an otherwise tasty meal. This is especially true if you don't have everything set to finish at the same time.
I never heard of this.
So you gotta heat
Yeah,
your
I've never
plates or
done
something?
That. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's
I
what it's
guess.
saying.
I guess a similar concept to the previous thing of like food continues cooking from removed heat. I guess just to keep the food warm, I'm assuming is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because if you have like an ice cold plate and you're putting like hot food in there, it'll probably like quickly.
Have y'all worked at a restaurant before?
For 1 month, yes, I have. So it doesn't really count, but
Do they warm the plates? Or no?
I think they use hot water, but that's about it. When they clean it.
But I'm assuming that's what they like they kind of have an idea of that maybe they like use hot water for that reason, or not. Maybe
I don't
we're
know.
giving them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. I mean, I've been to places that have like warm plates though, in general.
Mhm.
Or like when you go to like Mexican restaurants and stuff, like they'll always
yeah,
they always
you're
grab
right.
it for you and they'll always tell you the plate is hot.
Yeah, that's true.
But we could be giving them the benefit of the doubt, or maybe.
Yeah, I
they
don't know if
don't.
that's just the food transferring the
Being
heat already to it, or if they heat it up, but I don't know.
Could
Maybe
food
this
be
is-
that hot though? That it makes the whole
I
plate
mean, if
hot?
it's like
I mean-
steaming up when they serve it to you, maybe.
I mean, food does get pretty hot though, right? Like the internal temperature when you're
Oh,
cooking
yeah.
it is like super super hot. So I'm assuming that the
Mhm.
heat. I don't know. That's the part where I feel like comes in the chemistry part of cooking and all that stuff, because they say like food is science.
Yep.
I'm not good with science. So.
With herbs and spices, learn how to add and when to taste. And this is a quote from Charizard72. When tasting something like soup or sauce, here's a guide to adding herbs and spices. Salt. You can taste instantly. After stirring it in, if it tastes bland, add more. Black pepper, dry herbs, and most other seasonings. After adding more, don't taste until at least 15 minutes have passed. These ingredients infuse and release over time, and you can really overdo it. With beer, wine, and alcohol should be added before the other ingredients and simmered. Taste it after 20 minutes. if it still tastes alcohol-y after this, remove the lid and let it cook off more. And with fresh herbs, add late and as close to serving as possible in the last 15 minutes of cooking. Those are full of flavor and are generally best added near serving time for the best flavor. See, I did not know any of those.
Like the timing of it.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's good to season throughout while you're cooking, but I didn't realize such
Each thing has a specific time for it. Yeah.
cooking is complicated. I feel like the more you get into it,
Oh yeah.
the more it's like, wow,
Have you
I
guys
don't
cooked-
know how to cook.
Have you guys cooked with like alcohol and stuff?
I've never. I did see something recently though that said like when you're cooking with alcohol, never buy the one that says cooking alcohol, like cooking wine. Like they say, don't get like cooking wine, get like actual just regular wine because it's
What's wrong
better.
with it? Oh, it's just better.
Yeah,
Mm.
they just said it's like better flavor.
Hmm.
I don't know, but does alcohol cook out?
I think it does usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So for our next tip, it is don't overflip your food while it's cooking. We have a quote from AJ. It's, in general, just leave your food alone while it's cooking. Stirring and flipping it a lot might feel like you're doing something, but you're only making it take longer. Just walk away and let it do its thing. For example, if you're grilling or pan frying a chicken breast, wait until it's halfway cooked before flipping it to the other side. Flipping it more than once shows the cooking process, and you won't get that golden brown coloring you're looking for. You will also likely dry out the meat. I think I do this way too many times. I was cooking like a pork chop, so it's like a big old just lump of meat, and I probably was there for like an hour just like flipping it, waiting for it to like
Yeah.
finally get cooked.
Yeah, because
I
you
think
don't
I
really
did
know
way
when
too
it's
many
halfway
times.
cooked.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to just like let it sit forever, and I was not doing that. I was flipping it like, come on, is it
Yeah.
finally gonna like
Because then what are you
not
gonna do with
look
yourself?
disgusting? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of recipes will be like, let it sit for 8 minutes and then flip it. But then
Right.
I'd be like,
I don't
Especially-
want one side to burn and the
Yeah.
other side to have nothing.
but also especially when I first started cooking, like sometimes I just kept flipping it because I'd be scared that one side was like uncooked or the other like it wasn't cooking all the way
Yeah,
through, and I'd be
right.
like, if somebody gets food poisoning from my food, I would cry.
Yeah.
Like I cook and then later that day, oh my gosh, I'd be like, it wasn't
Oh
me.
my gosh, I have a story about that. We were at the beach and I think it was my mom's cooking. It was the last day of the beach, or no, second to last day of the beach, and there was something wrong with the salad, I think. So only the people that ate the salad got sick, but it was like so many people. Just the whole last day was ruined because of it. It was terrible.
Everybody else is just like sitting
Yeah,
around
I was
like,
fine.
feel
Because I was a
better. Good day
Oh
not
my
to eat your
gosh.
greens.
Yeah, that's right. It's
That's
terrible.
I have a problem with this over mixing, like when you're baking and stuff,
Mm.
or like dough. If you over mix it, it gets like hard,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
and then it just ruins the whole thing.
Yeah.
Food is science.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Okay. The next tip is not all meat should be cooked the same way. And our quote is from Pizza Loving King, and their quote is, think of where on the animal the meat comes from. If it's muscle they use a lot, which is the legs, butt, etc., and it probably needs to be on a low and slow cooking. If it's a muscle that they use a little, which is the back and the tenderloin, it probably needs high heat and faster cooking. But there are exceptions to that rule. That's just a confusing quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that they mention there's exceptions because it sort of takes away from
Yeah, it takes
the
away
whole
the
point.
thing.
What they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like elaborate, please.
Right.
What do you
What
mean?
are the exceptions
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy, but I guess that is true too. That like I'm assuming if it's more muscular, it'd probably be like harder to cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
takes longer.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I guess also it depends on what kind of like meat you're trying to get. Like if you want it to be like super tender or juicy, or if you just want it to be crispy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that is what makes it different.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like goat?
I've never had it.
Never tried it.
I've heard it's good.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I don't know. Maybe that's not what I was thinking of then.
It tastes grimy. Like, is that the right word?
Grimy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Grimy?
Grimy.
like breaks apart.
Yeah. Or it tastes like gray, like the color gray.
If gray was a
What that
flavor,
color?
goat would be that.
Oh.
Wow.
But some people do.
Yeah, I thought that most people liked it that have tried it, but maybe not.
It's
Maybe
great.
you gotta prepare it a certain way.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Otherwise, it turns gray.
Yeah. I want
I've
that.
never tried it. I'm a chicken and beef kind of girl.
Oh yeah, love some chicken.
Yeah. Another cooking tip that we have is to freeze your meat before slicing it. So if you're cooking a dish this is from Not Zombie Just Ginger on Reddit. He says if you are cooking a dish that asks for a thinly sliced beef or pork, throw that meat in the freezer. Way easier to cut thin when semi-frozen. I did not expect that. I would assume that it'd be easier to cut when it's like completely thawed.
Yeah.
Because I
Right.
know sometimes like I'll be impatient or I'll forget to take the meat out the freezer and then I'll be like, okay, I gotta cook it and it's still frozen. And trying to cut through that thing is like, I'm breaking my arm.
Is it because like you don't have to like saw the meat, but like if it's like semi-frozen, it's
Maybe you could just chop right through. Maybe.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it says for thinly sliced, so maybe that's why, because you can just kind of,
Yeah.
right through. Maybe.
I saw a video one time of someone cutting frozen meat one time, but they changed the caption to trick people to think like it was worms coming out of it because it was actually
What?
ice coming out of it. Because you know when you squeeze like a toothpaste, like toothpaste comes out.
Yeah.
Same thing with the ice. It was
Yeah.
like coming out in different like sections of the meat.
Yeah.
So people were like, "Oh, what the hell? I'm not eating meat no more."
People are so quick to be like, I'm going vegan. I'm going
And it's just
vegan.
ice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Have you guys ever seen the like carnivore people who like eat meat but like raw?
That is disgusting.
You said
to
carnivore
me.
people?
Carnivore.
Oh, carnivore people.
It's
You
the
were like-
weirdest
I was
thing.
like,
I've seen
I
some
never go to the
weird-
circus and saw that.
He's like, what circus are you going to? No, every time I see that, I'll be like,
Oh, it's disgusting.
I tried it out one time, not gonna lie.
no,
No.
you didn't.
I was a degenerate during COVID.
No.
I saw this dude doing like the raw meat challenge, and I forgot his name. It's like that big muscular dude that eats raw meat, Liver King.
Oh my.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, let me try it, and I was like, I
Wait,
swallowed it.
walk us through the whole process. Did you season it?
No,
You
It's
just ate it
literally-
like.
it's
Straight
like
from the package.
straight from
you just-
Walmart.
Oh my god.
chopped it into like a thin
Did you
slice.
buy this meat? Like you went to the store to buy the meat and try it.
And do this.
Like you didn't have meat at home.
No. I just wanted to try it, see what it tastes like. It just tastes like uncooked meat. Like I don't know. I wasn't against it, but I'm not gonna do
Would
it
you do it again?
No.
You said I'm not
I
interested.
prefer my meat cooked.
Yeah. Dude, I could never do that. It's so nasty to me.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's not
You guys
crazy.
had,
It's
beef
not crazy.
tartare.
No. What
It's
is
like it's raw meat, basically.
Really?
But like they prepare it to where it's like safe to eat. Well, I guess it's all safe to eat, but like it actually tasted good.
What type of meat is it though? Like,
I'm pretty sure it was Wagyu.
oh,
At
okay.
least the one I ate.
I've heard there's a lot of like other countries though that have like regulations on their animals, like in the farms and stuff, that the raw meat is like safe to eat.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like I think Japan has they have some like raw chicken dish that some people eat.
Chicken.
Yeah, like raw
That's
chicken.
crazy.
I don't know.
I can't imagine eating raw chicken.
No.
Raw chicken's crazy, dude. No, I actually funny story. I went to an Italian restaurant one time, but it was like a upscale fancy restaurant, and I don't really go to fancy restaurants. Like I don't. And so I was going because I was like, oh, let me try. You know, it was my birthday, and I was like, I'm just gonna, go to a fancy restaurant, whatever. And so it's like one of those Italian restaurants, like you can't read the menu, like it's in Italian.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And the waiter comes and he's like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And I was with my boyfriend and we're like having dinner. And he's like, do you want any appetizer or whatever? And we're like, oh, what are we going to get for appetizers? We couldn't read nothing. So we just ordered like whatever we saw that like somewhat sounded good from what we could understand.
Oh man.
And I don't know what it's called. I have a picture somewhere, but like it literally, I'm like not, I don't know what it is. I don't really eat Italian food like that, but it was like, I'm like 95% sure that was like raw meat. But it was like with like olives and like lemon juice and like Parmesan on top of it.
Where was this at?
It's some restaurant in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's called today.
They didn't have any pictures on the menu.
No, it was just Italian. So we're just like,
Everybody's lost in there.
and we're really trying. We're like, maybe this is what fancy people eat. Like maybe we just need to expand our palate. Maybe, yeah, I'm like, maybe we're just like ghetto. Maybe like we don't have rich flavor or something. So we're like really trying to down it, and we're eating different pieces. And I was just like, it's just slimy. I was like, it's not. Ugh. And so I'm trying to like eat it, and then it was funny because at some point we just I think there was like 6 pieces, and I think we each tried 2 because we're like, we gotta try it. And there's 2 pieces left, and the waiter comes back around, and he was so messed up for this. He looks at the plate, the 2 pieces left, and he goes, "Nobody's gonna finish it?" And I was like, you know that we do not like this. I was like, you can tell we do not like this. And this man was literally gonna, and I felt so bad for my boyfriend because he goes. He grabs it and he eats it. Because he was like, bruh, like, I feel bad. And I was like, I'm not going to eat it. And so he ate it.
Do you know what type of meat it was? Or is it still a mystery to this day?
It's a mystery to this day.
Did it look like a pepperoni slice?
It looked like, you know that, what is it called? There's like an Italian meat that like people use on their sandwiches that looks kind of like raw meat.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forgot what
It's like kind of pink reddish. And it has like little white things in it. It's like prosciutto or something, I think it's called.
Pastrami? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's Prossciutto or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Prosciutto?
Something like that.
Is that what it is?
I'm probably saying it wrong.
I think that's what it is. I think it's prosciutto or something like that.
Oh, this? What? This?
Yeah, it's that.
That's crazy.
It looks similar to that. It wasn't that, but it looks similar to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think that's like actual, like deli meat.
Yeah, I was about to say, because my roommate eats this all the time.
Yeah, that's deli meat, but no, it was something else. But it looked similar to that. Is what it was like smaller pieces. I guess. Sorry. Never mind. I don't know. Nope.
Bless you.
I was like, it's gone. It's here. It's gone. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the last tip, I can't believe I'm the one reading this. Let your meat rest. And this is a quote from Uga Chaka. 1, 2, 3. Rest your meat. If you cut into it and the juices flow out, you're cutting too soon.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Like when you take it off the stove, give it a second to cool down before you cut it. Because sometimes if you cut it, automatically, you know how they say it's still cooking.
Oh, okay.
So like the juices are like soaking in the meat and stuff. So
see, I was thinking like before you cook it. I was thinking like after you tenderize it, you gotta let it rest for a bit.
Let the muscle fibers get back to normal.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's like after, so that you don't like when you're baking too. Usually you gotta like let your bread cool down
before you cut into it.
Yeah.
Or else it'll just rip apart. Yeah, similar concept.
Okay, that's it.
Anybody got anything else to add?
Don't think so.
Oh, I have a hack from my roommate that he wanted me to discuss.
Okay.
So, when he's too lazy washing dishes, he gets his bowl and then gets like an extra large Ziploc bag. And
I've seen
puts
people
it
do
in
that.
the bowl.
That is an
And
excellent
literally
way
eats
to-
cereal out of it.
Oh my gosh, I don't know where I thought you were going with that, but that is crazy. Are you for real?
Yeah,
It's
he's like
honestly not the stupidest thing in the world.
he just throws away the Ziploc bag and he calls it done. Like that, I don't have to wash my bowl no more.
I respect it, honestly. I think it's a good tip. That's a really lazy level to go.
That's beyond lazy. That's, wow. Hey, if it works, it works. If you like it, I love it. That's wild.
I don't do it, but he wanted me to like share that.
He on me later. He puts the Ziploc bag over his bowl. Yeah.
So I'm gonna start putting like plastic wrap around my spoons.
Oh my god. That might be a little too far.
That's excessive. all not to wash dishes. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is all the tips we have for you today. We had so much fun on this cooking journey with you guys, and we hope you learned just as much as we did. I had something that I was going to say and I completely forgot it. I don't know. Thanks for tuning in this episode and the final episode of Cooking Chronicles. And yeah, bye forever.